told Rick his comments fit in very nicely with our whole day today. And we thank Mayor Garcetti and you, Rick, and the others on the team for your leadership. We do know that many a national trend starts here in Los Angeles, so keep up the good work. And referring to Dr. Solís, she actually is going to be our tie the bow around the day speaker. One of the things one of our conference advisory committee members told us is, you need to tie a bow around the day. So we originally recruited Dr. Ross, and he had to do something with the White House and couldn't say no. But he sent us the perfect designated hitter, Dr. Beatriz Solís. So do a good job. This is not an easy job, so I'm glad she's doing it.
Yeah, not an easy job. And again, apologies that Dr. Ross is not able to make it. You know, we have the Policy Link Conference and a big powwow on My Brother's Keeper here in LA. So it's been a big, important signature program for the California Endowment. So how do I wrap all of this up? You know, of course I have talking points, but it just doesn't make any sense to read them, because I think everyone today has felt what I think was the most important message, is that the reason that you're in this room is because you love. If you don't love, if you don't have that sense of humanity, you would not be in this room. So that was sort of the motivation, I think, for the whole day. And it's not just compassion or charity or feeling like you need to embrace others, but it's an authentic desire to see the change that we want to see and to take those bold steps. So we heard from amazing speakers. We had an excellent framework to think about how investments can really pivot and change opportunity for disadvantaged communities. We also heard that, you know, this is a really steep climb. Things are hard. However, at the same time, what we also heard multiple times is that if we don't have skin in the game, we're not going to do anything. We're kind of doing our same thing in our own little silos, kind of making excuses of how we can only work in one sector, one area. So we're being pushed. We were being pushed the whole day to really figure out how do we work outside our comfort zone. But more importantly, it's not about individual or organizational license. It's really about how do we fit in this larger society that we want and we care about, and we see all of these problems, but how do we make that change happen? So I think there's a couple of takeaways of how to make it happen and how to make it happen quickly. One is that we have a venue. We have a venue of Southern California grant makers, which is super strong, really important to convene and bring us together and to really challenge each other and see where we can leverage. You know, this is not a moment to have hurt feelings. It's a moment to kind of step in, and lean in with your heart to be able to be that change agent. So I think we need to use that vehicle, and we need to be open and move towards that. When we think about the gap, you know, again, I think the data, the information is really clear. We're all data wonks at one point or another. We all like looking at the data. But then again, I think about the story and the heart that our friend Nikki Irvin provided to set the tone for today. For that young man that was going to speak about the importance of investing in young people, and then in that process was shot and now paralyzed, but had that meaning of love, of wanting to give back. How does that not move us to our core to feel that we are the privileged? We are really privileged in this room to be able to do the work that we do. So I want to thank Nikki for showing that piece, because again, it re-emphasized why we are here, why our work impacts individuals at so many levels. So I'd like to say the other message that we heard loud and clear, again, throughout the day, was a thank you. You know, that thank you for taking the challenge, the thank you for caring, the thank you for coming today to participate and to make new friends and to meet new people and to be challenged. So that thank you piece now is a sense of responsibility, because I think this last panel really kind of put it back on us again. It's like, thank you, but come on, you need to move. You saw that panel where you had the mayor of Long Beach, you had Southern California Edison, you had Kaiser Permanente, you had SEIU. That's a marriage that could easily happen. So what do we do when we see those opportunities that come in front of us that sometimes we don't create, but that present themselves that we can then take that challenge? So again, I just want to thank you all. I want to thank SCG staff. They work so hard in putting this together, and I just want to say that they're inclusive in this process. So Dave, Tuli, you know, I just cannot say enough about all of SCG. You know, again, don't feel bad if I don't call out your name, but you are all absolutely wonderful and are the heart of Southern California grantmakers, and you support us in so many ways. We appreciate your friendship and nudging us. And just building on Rick's comment, having a leader like Chris that is very inclusive and pushing us on the edge, having a board president like Wendy that's constantly moving the board to think broader and bigger. We're at a unique time. So as you go out and enjoy the rest of your evening in the reception, please make sure that one, you kind of meet somebody new. Two, if you meet somebody that you know, see if you can figure out how you can work closer together, how you can work closer together. And three, if you have emerging, itching ideas that you really want to grapple with, reach out to a member from SCG and say, you know what, we think another convening needs to happen on this topic immediately. So again, that's our doing piece. That's what we can do together. So thank you again for being with us today. And I'm going to bring up Chris to finally wrap us out, the final.
That was masterfully done, Beatriz. Thank you so much. It's so great to take a moment to reflect, tie the day together, and bring all the themes back around. So thank you for doing that. And hope you all have had some key takeaways and have made some notes on some action items. So we can now move on to the party. We have delicious food, we have wonderful music, we have beverages, beverages, and of course, the company of our esteemed colleagues. So please go out and enjoy yourself. By the way, again, both of our last speakers will be signing books, and we have additional bags if you didn't get one. If you want another one to take home, we have more of our tote bags outside. So I'll see you all outside. I'm done.